I'm just going to lay out the case right here about what's going on in the market, why this buy opportunity looks ridiculous, why the risk looks to not being exposed to the market. AK, if you're not exposed to the market right now, that's the risk. And how I think the rest of 2025, I'm going to get right into it. The prices that we're seeing right now are the best prices we've seen since the FTX crash, bar none. Every single altcoin indicator, every oversell indicator on ETH, every fear greed thing is flashing buy. Everything is flashing that people have completely overreacted here and oversold is going to play out. We got people saying that Elon's causing a recession, Trump is causing a recession, all this fear and mass chaos and stuff like that. I think it's all kind of ridiculous. I don't think anything we're seeing in the price right now is reasonable. I don't think it's anywhere near the level of chaos or danger that was with the FTX crash, where people's crypto bank accounts were literally exploding. I don't think this is like COVID, where there's a pandemic that could shut down the entire world. I don't see any of that type of actual macro going on here. I see a bunch of stupidity. And frankly, just like everybody else here, I'm down a lot too. So these markets are absolute garbage. Buying right now feels terrible. I just bought a F ton of crypto and it was not a fun experience. But every single time that has happened in my life, every time I've had that effect, I bought in the FTX crash just a tiny bit. I bought during COVID, and every single time I did that, it just felt terrible. That's when I saw the craziest gains. And right now, we were able to see absolutely insane returns, not on little mid, low cap gambling coins that are super risky and always go to zero. We're able to see giant gains right now on big, giant coins that you can hold for years. You can get generational, half a decade like buys right now. And I realize the amount of vitriol and anger I'm going to get for saying this, but it just is what it is. That's what I see. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, the terrible, terrible market conditions. You're looking at your portfolio, it's super down. And if you're in altcoins and everything, you're just totally wrecked right now. I'm going to address all that here in a second. What's going on in the markets? I think we're looking at a trifecta of things going on here. One, stock market's crashing. Two, obviously the tariff talks and everything is slowing down the economy, and it's making stocks for the first time not be up only, which is again causing all markets to crash right here. On top of that, crypto is falling to that as well. Three, we saw massive overextension with meme coins, and a lot of people were completely off sides right there, so they're having to sell and take a lot of losses right now. We're also seeing tons and tons and tons of retail being pushed out of the market right now. This is all a little bit silly, and if you look at the underlying indicators, this is not like FTX, where whales and all the big major people were selling and people's bank accounts were blowing up. I think this is just a little bit ridiculous. But we're looking at, for all intents and purposes, a small detox. I don't think this is going to give us a huge, crazy long-term recession. I think this is going to cause a big dip, and I think we're going to see a lot of up only from here. I'm going to explain why in a second. But the real star of the show and the thing is going to be Ethereum, because what we're trying to see here is we want to see alt season. And where we're going to get our biggest gains at is going to be in the altcoins. I think from these lows right here, AI coins, RWA coins, and potentially gaming coins later this year are going to deliver an absolute insane returns. And really, if you're a beginner or you're kind of new to crypto or something like that, you don't need to be dabbling in those coins. You can do really well here with a big giant coin like AVAX or something. So everything that we need to happen right here depends on Ethereum. So the reason why I'm just stupidly kind of bullish here is if we look at just a few basic indicators that pop up, these are not going to be the end all. And if you look at, for example, this chart right here, altcoins are at the most ridiculous lows, this oversoldness that we've ever seen. Now, a lot of these charts that I'm showing you right here, I'm going to show you, were taken about a week ago or a couple days ago before the crash that we're seeing right now. Most of these charts are down in the dumps, like down to this bottom red line that we're looking at right here. And if we look at another thing, the fear and greed index is actually at about 15 right now. And we're seeing similar fear/greeds that we saw again during the FTX crash, during the COVID crash, while every single altcoin indicator is flashing deep red oversold buy. So there's only, again, two things that are going to happen right here. We're going to see the next Great Depression, or this is just a really damn good time to buy. And if we go and look at what was happening during FTX and COVID, this is nothing like that. If you were around during FTX, your bank account got blown up. If you were invested in Luna, which was one of the biggest coins in the market, Luna literally went to zero. Then FTX, where people kept all their money, exchange money, exploded. It found out it was all massive fraud. Just where people kept their savings in crypto, all got nuked. Everybody lost all their savings. This is nothing like that. We need to wait for Ethereum to get to its all-time high, which I think is going to happen this year still. Yeah, it does suck to be down 70% of your coins. You'll see that all your losses will be recovered in 1 to 2 weeks, and then it will double, triple from there. You can see this isn't uncommon at all in crypto. You know, I'm not going to tell you when we reverse or we go back up, and I'm not going to tell you this is the bottom right here. I don't see us going to $1,000 Ethereum. More Bitcoin and ETH being accumulated while people are panicking and spazzing out right here. The stock market crashing in combination with the tariffs and everything knocking it down, and this allowing Trump to then get low rates and get access to the printer again with low inflation dollars. I see a absolutely crazy bull market shaping up here, and I see huge, giant returns from these lows that we're at right here, specifically in altcoins. I see us getting that ETH all-time high, and I see everything slingshotting, charging back, because we're at prices right now that are just too damn juicy to turn up or turn down. I think you can just take a dart and throw it at any mid caps or low caps and altcoins that relate to AI or RWA. I think are going to do like 10, 20, 30 X's realistically from here. And the only challenge there right now is probably being able to hold down another 30, 40% from these places. And you have to look, if you're in any of the smaller altcoins or mid caps that we're in right now, you have to understand how these damn things move. What we do is we do this whole lollygagging where you lose 80% of your bag multiple times. And unless you're swing trading it, you have to be able to hold through this stuff. So you have to just take it with this stuff. I see AI coins and RWA coins we're using doing exactly this, especially if you get that ETH all-time high. So speaking about ETH, phenomenal buy point right here. This is the same almost prices that we saw during FTX. Like, let's go back when FTX happened right here. Like right here is the FTX crash. We saw it got down to like 1,200 for a second, but where it mostly hovered at was about $1,500. So in terms of inflation, we're probably almost at these points. We're looking at like 6% inflation during these time periods right here. So one, keep that in mind. Now, if we're going to go look at any coins we can buy, guys, like the entire world is your oyster right now. We're looking at Solana, probably an easy 4 to 5x from right here. We're looking at Cardano, easily at a 4 to 5x right here. We're looking at AVAX at an easy 5x right here. We're looking at SUI at an easy 6, 7x right here. We're looking at DOT, Hype, Ondo, Tau. I mean, Tau is an excellent price right now. I'm hurting with my buys a little bit earlier this last few weeks, but I think this is easily going to 1,000. Arboretum, Quant, Near. The most beautiful thing that's happening right now, guys, is look, usually to make a lot of money in crypto, you're going to have to get down into the smaller altcoins, the mid caps, the low caps. And those come with a lot of risk because we're looking at huge giant coins like AVAX or Near or Ondo or Cardano, Solana. Like you can just get 5, 10x's on those coins right here. And if for some reason we don't get a bull market anytime soon, you can hold those coins for years. I don't think Cardano is going anywhere. I don't think Solana is going anywhere. I don't think AVAX is going anywhere. Ondo, Near, a lot of those coins I mentioned, Tau, BitTensor, these coins are going to have new all-time highs. If it's not this year, it's going to be within years. So it's like, you're looking at a free score here. That's what I'm looking at. I think we're going to see the big bull run later this year. I think we're going to get the alt season we've all been talking about after everyone is absolutely given up here. Just looking at all the things we're looking at, every single altcoin indicator is flashing bright green.
지금까지 알랙스베커의 인터뷰 영상을 보았는데요. 알렉스는 현재 지금의 가격은 좋은 매수 기회로 보고 있습니다. 그와 반대되는 비트코인 회의론자로 유명한 경제학자의 피터 시프는 새로운 해석을 내놨습니다. 그는 비트코인이 단순히 나쁜 투자처가 아니라 미국 경제의 해로운 요소라고 주장했습니다. 비트코인이 2021년 고점 이후 금 대비 26%가 하락했다고 지적하며 투자자들이 암호화폐에서 금으로 이동하고 있다고 주장했습니다. 실제로 금 가격은 사상 처음으로 $3,000를 돌파했으며 은도 34.10달러까지 상승했습니다. 시프는 특히 미국 정부가 국내 주식을 매도하고 해외 주식과 금을 매입하고 있다고 주장하며 비트코인을 매도하고 금을 매수하는 흐름이 강해지고 있다고 주장했죠. 그는 또한 연방준비제도 패드가 인플레이션을 제대로 통제하지 못하고 있으며 결국 금이 강세를 보일 것이라고 예측했고, 반면 비트코인은 상장 지수 펀드 ETF 투자자들이 매도에 나서면서 더 큰 타격을 받을 것이라고 경고했습니다. 지금의 현재 시장 상황을 두고 비트코인에 대해 다른 의견을 펼치는 두 전문가입니다. 가격의 고점이나 저점은 그 어느 누구도 맞출 수 없습니다. 우리는 개인 투자자입니다. 기관이나 세력들처럼 방대한 양의 정보가 있거나 천문학적인 돈이 있지도 않죠. 제가 투자를 하면서 가장 좋아하는 말은 좋은 것을 쌀 때 사자입니다. 지금이 고점이라고 정확하게 판단할 수는 없지만 저점 대비 많이 상승했다고는 판단이 가능합니다. 전문가마다 시장에 대한 판단이 다르고 정답은 없습니다. 개인적으로는 상승 랠리가 이어지면 좋겠다고 생각은 하지만 시장이 상당히 오른 만큼 이 정도의 조정은 필수라고 생각합니다. 내일은 FOMC 회의가 있는 날입니다. 변동성에 대비하시고 항상 분할 매수, 분할 매도로 리스크 관리하시기 바랍니다. 구독과 좋아요는 영상 제작에 많은 도움이 됩니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.